When it comes to being a world leader, it's not just about wielding political power. It's also about having deep pockets, and let's say that some of these leaders are living the high life. We're talking about everything from private jets to yachts to luxurious mansions. And the interesting thing is, it's not just the leaders of the wealthiest countries who are living the good life. Even leaders from some of the world's poorest nations are on this list, proving that wealth knows no bounds when it comes to political power. In today's video, we'll dive into the luxurious lifestyle of the top 5 richest world leaders, from heirs to the throne to those who made their fortune while in power. We'll take a closer look at how these powerful individuals live their lives of extravagance. Let's begin. Number 1. Russian President Vladimir Putin, $200 billion. Get ready to gasp, because the first on our list is none other than Vladimir Putin. A man who needs no introduction and who has been ruling Russia with an iron fist since 2000. Many consider him to be one of the most powerful leaders on the planet, which isn't surprising. But what will really make you gasp is the estimated net worth of this Russian leader, a jaw-dropping $200 billion, which could make him the wealthiest man alive. Now, you may wonder, how did he amass such a colossal fortune? Some say it may have something to do with his government's shady practices and involvement in terrible crimes. But that's just the beginning of the intrigue. Official records show that Putin earns a mere $140,000 per year and owns a small apartment, a trailer, and 3 cars. However, his luxurious lifestyle suggests otherwise. It's said that he resides in a 1,600 square foot apartment in Moscow, in addition to a stunning $1.4 billion mansion overlooking the Black Sea, along with 19 other houses, 700 cars, and 58 aircraft. One of those planes is even called the Flying Kremlin and features a golden toilet. Can you imagine? But wait, there's more. He also has a taste for fancy watches and has been seen sporting a $60,000 Patek Philippe perpetual calendar watch and a $500,000 Anga Unzona turbograph. Additionally, he owns a $100 million yacht that a nuclear submarine manufacturer from the Russian Navy created. Despite this, Putin denies owning the infamous Putin's Palace mansion on the Black Sea, which Alexei Navalny, the leader of the opposition, claims Putin's billionaire friends paid for as a bribe. To make things even spicier, the Pandora Papers have linked Putin's inner circle to shady business dealings in Monaco, and even his supposed mistress, Lana Krivanoyuk, has been connected to a secret $100 million fortune. It's like a real-life soap opera, but with more cash and less romance. Spokesperson claims that all these allegations are unsubstantiated, but who knows what's true or not. One thing's for sure, Putin knows how to live in a high life, and he does it in style. Number 2. Hassan al-Bolkiah, Sultan of Brunei, $30 billion. Hold on to your crowns, because we're about to take a trip to Brunei, one of the few nations in the world that still has a king in charge. And not just any king, mind you, we're talking about the legendary Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, whose wealth and power are a stuff of legend. The Sultan of Brunei happens to be one of the richest people in the world, with an estimated net worth of over $30 billion, and he's kind of a big deal there. You see, when it comes to running the show in Brunei, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah doesn't mess around. Not only is he the country's absolute monarch and supreme leader of the Islamic faith, but he also wears many other hats. Bolkiah serves as the Prime Minister, Finance Minister, Foreign Affairs and Trade Minister, Superintendent of Police, Defense Minister, and Commander of the Armed Forces. And so he is incredibly powerful and incredibly wealthy. And today he's famous for his flashy lifestyle and an astounding collection of luxury vehicles that will make any car enthusiast drool with envy. With a reported $5 billion car collection that consists of 500 Rolls-Royces and 300 Ferraris, he could probably host a car show all on his own. And let's not forget his gold-coated Rolls-Royce, which is truly fit for a king, or in this case a sultan. And it's not just cars. When it comes to flying the friendly skies, Bolkiah's got his own personal fleet of private jets. He's got a Boeing 747-400, a Boeing 767-200, and an Airbus A340-200, all equipped with luxury facilities that will make you never want to leave. Boeing 747-400 is plated in gold and has a living room and bedroom on board. It's safe to say that when it comes to living the high life, Hassan al-Bolkiah is in a league of his own, but Bolkiah's love for the finer things in life doesn't stop at cars and planes. He's got palaces and mansions scattered all over the world, making him the ultimate jet setter. Let's just take a look at the Sultan's palace, which is worth a whopping $340 million. This palace has more rooms than you can count, a whopping 1,700 of them. And if that wasn't impressive enough, the palace also has 257 bathrooms and not one, not two, but 5 swimming pools. And let's not forget about the 110 garages and the air-conditioned stables for his 200 horses. It's like a real-life fairy tale castle, except it's not a fairy tale. It's the Sultan's actual palace. Number 3. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, $18 billion. Welcome to the world of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, where luxury is the norm and extravagance is the name of the game. This billionaire extraordinaire doesn't just have a taste for the finer things in life, he owns them, and he's got the bank account to back it up. With a net worth of over $18 billion, Sheikh Mohammed is living the high life in more ways than one. So let's take a tour of his opulent lifestyle, shall we? First up, we have the palaces. Sheikh Mohammed has multiple properties including the Grand Zabil Palace, which boasts a massive swimming pool and 50 rooms fit for a king. But that's just the beginning. He also has his own private island, Nuraya Island, where crystal clear waters and private villas await lucky guests. Like his impressive collection of luxury cars, which includes a Bugatti Veyron, a Lamborghini Aventador, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom, just to name a few, and when he's in the mood for a little adventure on the high seas, he can take his pick from his fleet of yachts, which includes the Dubai, one of the largest yachts in the world worth a staggering $400 million, to the sleek and modern Quattroel. With amenities such as helipads, swimming pools, and even garages for cars and motorcycles, it's safe to say that these yachts are more than just vessels for transportation. They're floating luxury hotels that are sure to turn heads wherever they go. But beyond the glitz and glamour, he's also a visionary leader who has worked tirelessly to transform Dubai into the bustling modern city that it is today. With his wealth and influence, there's no telling what he'll achieve next. At number 4, we have the Prince of Liechtenstein, with a net worth of $7.6 billion. Meet Hans Adam II, ruler of the tiny but oh-so-wealthy Principality of Liechtenstein. Hans Adam II has been the monarch of Liechtenstein since 1989 and is known for his controversial political views, including his support for the absolute monarchy and his opposition to the European Union. Not to forget, he's also seriously loaded. With a net worth estimated at a whopping $7.6 billion, this prince has enough money to buy himself an island, and then another island just for his butler. So how did Hans Adam II and his princely family amass such a mind-boggling fortune? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag. They've got their fingers in all sorts of pies, including banking, real estate, and a whole bunch of investments. Plus, they own a ton of companies, from manufacturing to tourism to retail. Talk about diversifying your portfolio. But that's not all. This family also has an art collection that would make the Louvre blush. Estimated to be worth over $3 billion, we're talking about paintings that are considered to be some of the most valuable and sought-after pieces in the world, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for them. But don't let all the money fool you. Hans Adam II is more than just a wealthy monarch, having founded a foundation to promote good governance and democracy around the world, a vocal advocate for animal rights and conservation, and he works tirelessly to protect endangered species and promote sustainable practices. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Hans Adam II is one of the most influential and affluent figures in Europe. With his immense wealth and power, he could buy just about anything he wanted, but it's good to see that he's using his resources for the greater good. Number 5. Kim Jong-un, $5 billion. Last but not least, we have the one and the only Kim Jong-un. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that this guy's always making headlines. Whether it's his mysterious health, or his unique leadership style, or maybe it's his lavish lifestyle that's the talk of the town. Despite his country's economic struggles, this guy knows how to live a life in style. Think fancy cars, luxurious palaces, and all the caviar you can eat. It's like he's living in a completely different world than the rest of North Korea. But hey, when you're the supreme leader, you can have whatever you want, right? Jong-un isn't just a powerful political figure, he's also a seriously wealthy playboy with a net worth of $5 billion. He definitely lives a life of true luxury. He has not one, not two, but 20 palaces and mansions scattered all over his country. And let's not forget his love for fancy cars. He's got a collection of over 100 of them. Add to that at least one private jet and a luxurious yacht, and you've got one seriously impressive lifestyle. But here's the real kicker. Jong-un's wealth isn't just sitting in his back pocket. Nope, he's got over 200 foreign bank accounts spread out across the globe, in countries like Russia, Austria, Liechtenstein, China, Singapore, Switzerland, and Luxembourg. And one thing's for certain, when it comes to living the high life, Kim Jong-un is the king of the castle. Well, that concludes our video for today. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let us know which one of these world leaders was most impressive to you in the comment section down below. And until next time, we'll see you around.